Oh my God, we have a lot to talk about, yo. Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio. I'm going to talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, trending topics. If you're new here, kindly don't leave without subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say special shout out to you. Let's get straight into some things, honey. I was supposed to drop this video yesterday, but honey, I was a little bit under the weather. But today, we finna get into some things. We got to talk about B1TCHKOLE's interview yesterday. Dude is shady. Does B1TCHKOLE realize that Zuchu is actually screwing his boss, or rather his boss, woman, wife, wannabe, contender, and call it whatever you want to call it, but at this point, I put it to B1TCHKOLE that he know exactly what he's doing and he have a mission, and I'm glad that many Zuchu's fans actually agree with me that it's almost like this agenda of Wasafi, especially this show segment, okay, called Mashamsham. They want to embarrass Miss Mamas, okay? They definitely want to embarrass Miss Mamas because they brought yet again Zuchu's marriage thingy. I know that Zuchu is the one who's putting herself in these positions in terms of knowing fully well that some people don't appreciate her relationship with Diamond Platnumz like that, feel like she's not good enough for Diamond Platnumz. But yet again, she turned around and begged people to tell Diamond Platnumz to marry her. At that point, I'm like, it's so hard to defend baby girl. Honey, just keep quiet, okay? Just do your relationship with Diamond Platnumz in silence, okay? If Zuchu could have been quiet, most of the dragging that is going on social media could have been at least limited. But now the fact that baby girl is out here not helping herself. Anyway, so Diamond Platnumz half-brother, okay? Ricardo Momo did an interview with B1TCHKOLE yesterday. First of all, shout out to this guy, because this guy is one of the most sober-minded people in Diamond Platnumz camp, okay? He always keep it like it is. First of all, it's very eloquent, okay? He doesn't, he know how to explain something, basically, if you understand Swahili. So we're going to go step by step onto what he was saying. If I was Zuchu after this interview, honey, I'll be weighing my options. But anyway, let's get straight into some things, okay? So let's start with how the interview started.
Ricardo, wewe ni kaka mkuu wa familia. Hapa tunamzungumzia Diamond Platnumz, pamoja wanakupenda kwa hekima na busara zako, pamoja na kudumu kwenye ndoa. Yaani wewe uabudu zinaa.
Hey, you guys, let's start from there, okay? Y'all have heard Zuchu talk about how she doesn't want zina. Zina, yani meaning having some sort of intimacy outside of marriage in Islam. Unfortunately, that is not required, okay? You're supposed to, if you like a girl, you go to her parents and ask her hand in marriage. There's nothing like, oh, he's my boyfriend, she's my girlfriend. It's more of so fiancé, okay? They skip this boyfriend and girlfriend that some other religions are out there doing. So B1TCHKOLE was telling Diamond Platnumz's brother, I know you're not into this zina thingy because you always go straight to marriage. Okay, this dude have been married how many times? In as much as he know how to give advice, I don't think he follows them advice himself. Comment down below how many times he's married.
Interview nyingi ambazo tuwaga tunazisikia na kuona hata hapa juzi Zuchu alipita katika Mashamsham. Miongoni mwa vitu ambavyo amekuwa akivipigania labda kuomba shufaa. Kuomba anahitaji Diamond amuoe. Kwa sababu ameshakaa sana kwenye maisha ya uchumba na vitu kama hivyo. Watu wengine huwa wanamtafsiri kwamba ni king'ang'anizi, anang'ang'ania ndoa, mwanaume hayupo tayari kwenye ndoa. Ulishawahi kukaa?
So B1TCHKOLE went straight to the KO. So he first started by, I want you to talk about, okay, there's this issue where Zuchu always was in an interview, okay, was seen in many interviews that she did where she was basically talking about how she would love Diamond Platnumz to marry her, how she feel like she's been in that relationship for quite a while and she's not receiving that ring. Baby girl is saying they've been together for 4 years, which I beg to differ, not unless Diamond cheated on Tanasha with Zuchu, because Tanasha left TZ, was it in 2019 or 2020? Zuchu was revealed in 2020, so that will make it, how many years? Anyway, unless Diamond started dating her immediately for it to be 4 years. But anywho, that is a topic for another day. But B1TCHKOLE is like, yeah, what's your thought of Miss Mama's being out here, seeming desperately asking or rather begging other people? Because we would expect for it to reach a point where Zuchu is even asking outsiders, not even afraid to ask outsiders to help her beg Diamond Platnumz to marry her. She must have tried it with family members, people that she feel like Diamond respect, like brothers, friends, sisters, family members. I feel like that's why low-key the disrespect is just so loud.
Chini na mdogo wako na kumsihi kwa kile ambacho Zuchu anakihitaji kuwa mke kwake kwanza, au unaona wakati wake wa kufunga ndoa bado hujafika mdogo wako?
Kuna umri akifika mtoto wa kiume, kuna umri wake afikia akiwa katika mikono ya wazazi, ndio anaweza akapangiwa nini afanye. Lakini akishakuwa mkubwa sasa, ni ngumu sana kumpangia mtu alichonacho katika moyo wake.
First, B1TCHKOLE started by asking him, like, have you guys talked with Diamond Platnumz in regards to him getting married? Like, Diamond Platnumz's mother has talked about how she would want her son to get married and find a good woman. But B1TCHKOLE also asked Ricardo Momo, like, what's your take? Have you talked to him? Has he tell you the type of a woman that he wants? Like, do you feel like Diamond is not in a right headspace right now to get married? What do you think? And Ricardo Momo say that, to be honest, children are the ones who you are supposed to dictate to them what to do, but it reaches a point in life, in a person's life, basically, where they decide what they want to do, when they want to do, and how they want to do, and whom they want to do it with. So at that point, I respected how respectful he was, you know what I'm saying? And he was trying in as much as to be respectful towards Zuchu also, okay? He was trying to be like, you know, we good girl, we good. Let's continue the interview.
Ndoa ni nini? Ndoa si jambo la kujaribu Juma. Alafu ndoa mpaka unapoamua kwamba naoa, so uridhishe watu,
wewe ufurahishe watu.
Nifahamu vizuri, yani hapa simsemi mtu.
Ndio.
Hapa naelimisha watu wafahamu hii maana.
Na ndio darasa tunalitaka
naamua sasa kuachana na tabia zake zote.
Anakuwa
mambo yake yote,
anakuwa mume
mpaka kuwa mume. Na mwanamke na kigumize mwenyewe, si ndio? Alifanya na kigumizi kwamba afanye kheri fulani. Uwezi jua yeye mwenyewe katika mamlaka yake ya kichwa nini anawaza, nini anapanga. Labda anataka huyo mtu mwingine anaimba wewe. Aishai kutamani sana kuoa. Hata huyu mwenyewe ambaye ubibia sikijua. Aishai kumtamani pia kuoa kwa nyakati. Inakujia.
Hey you guys, I decided to chop off some parts. If you want to see the entire interview, kindly go on Wasafi. But what I get from there is he's trying to say that marriage is a different ballgame, okay? Somebody once told me that be grateful for a breakup than a failed marriage. You know, that hurt, especially if there are children involved. You know, marriage is just something totally different. You know what I'm saying? There are people who don't even recover from that. So he's saying that when you want to get married, you should get married because you want to, not because you want to please your partner. You know what I'm saying? You should get married because you feel like you are ready. And according to what I get from him, I feel like he feel like Diamond is not ready to get married, not right now. I'm like, when will that happen? I mean, according to Zuchu, it's been 4 years. You've been dating somebody for 4 years. I hope this will not be one of those things where you see somebody dating somebody for so many years, finding someone dating for a few months or a few weeks and they're married. That hurt more. You know, it makes somebody question, you know, or it brings somebody's self-esteem so low. So Zuchu knew exactly what she was getting herself into. Herself, she said in many interviews that she saw how Diamond dealt with his excess and she know where she is. According to her, she feel like she's been treated least worst. So I'm sure she know what she's doing at this point. You know what I'm saying? And also, I like the fact that B1TCHKOLE asked Ricardo, tell us, what do you think about Have you talked to Zuchu about this issue? Because I would expect for Zuchu to reach a point where she's talking so comfortably with people at Wasafi interview, telling people you need to put out t-shirts and people need to ask Diamond to marry me. I'm sure it's something she must have talked to with Diamond Platnumz family members.
Ulishawahi kukaa na Zuchu kuzungumza naye juu ya swala ambalo yeye analitamani kwake kuwa mke wa halali wa mdogo wako Diamond?
Mimi niliongea naye nikampa tu aya moja, alisema wa matashauna ila an yasha Allahu rabbul alamin. Mwenyezi Mungu anasema yeye mwanadamu afanye jambo isipokuwa mpaka atake Mola wenu.
Well, anyway, if you are a Muslim, I'm sure you heard what he said, but according to how he tried to translate it, he say that when the time is right, things will happen. It's something that I would like to tell you, anybody that is in Zuchu's situation. When something is yours, when it's coming straight from God, it shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be something you're fighting for. You know what I'm saying? Because I would expect that Diamond should love Zuchu as much as Zuchu loved Diamond Platnumz. So this thing of marriage should not even be an issue. When you love somebody and you're comfortable and you're sure about how they feel about you, things like wedding and rings should be least of your concern. You know what I'm saying? When you're seeing a woman throwing tantrums about rings, it's because she is unsure about her position in that relationship, and she think that by getting the ring she will solidify her place in this man's heart. But baby girl, that is where you get it wrong. Anyway, we'll come back with the comments on how people went crazy in there. Some are saying Zuchu's probably thinking that Diamond won't get a prenup on her. She wanna get something off of all this. But anyway, it is what it is. Keep it classy. See you on my next one. Bye-bye.